Oh,
They're swapping around.
Swappy.
Queen of Pain just... It's not like they didn't even know what they want to do. Supports gave shared tangos the Queen of Pain, and she just handled it to Ember Spirit.
See you later, nerds.
Very interesting last-minute decision there. So that's potentially why Pikachu didn't pick his hero for quite some time. He doesn't want to lane against the Dragon Knight.
I don't think there's a team spec issue every single game when there's a team playing. Like, it should not be allowed. Like, they're just thinking about their lanes. That's why they paused in the first place, I guess.
Oh, my apologies. Stream title was wrong. Cyber Legacy versus HellRaisers. There we go. Yeah, I had a quick little food break. And I forgot to update the title. That's my bad, guys.
Now I'm hungry, Gary.
Everyone's hungry. It's dinner time. It's 7 PM here in Europe. Have you had dinner yet, Lacoste?
Nope. Just lunch.
I will stop talking about food.
And my friend sent me a video of like classic Lebanese breakfast in between these series. So I was like, man, thanks a lot. You know, I had to do some stuff for 5 minutes, so didn't have enough time to eat. Still TeamSpeak issue.
So
maybe
what kind of
people
food was in the were in the pictures?
I didn't open it up, but I see some eggs, I see some kind of cheese, and I believe that's Lebanese bread.
The bread is so good. Fresh out of the oven.
Shawarma, I believe.
Well, shawarma is the like kebab, basically, like the spit roast meat.
It says in the title. I did not watch the video yet. But when I've been to UAE, I remember that Lebanese food was on point. Whew.
To like Mediterranean food, a lot of like cheese, olives, bread, really fresh, very nice stuff. Salads, pickles. Are we ready? Are we properly ready to go now? Are we starting teams? Are we good? Nice. Let's play some Dota 2. Let's watch some Dota 2.
That's why we're here, Enigma. What an item bell, huh? Imagine if someone told you that you're gonna be buying 2 Sage Mask and 2 Mangoes without any region.
30 seconds to battle.
That is beautiful. Ricky, for Nyx down here. We've already seen some of these dire heroes. Palantimos, Ember Spirit, Queen of Pain, Pikachu up top. Phonic, Death Prophet with Thermoposhka, Grimstroke. Grimstroke's going to come bottom and help Ricky, surely. Roger is going to be blocking up that wave. As that Earthshaker can Fisher back near his tier 3. And then we've got the Kasani Dragon Knight in the mid lane looking for that early block. So the Queen of Pain in this lane, that's a lot of magic damage that Phonic has to contend with. I assume Happy, yeah, he does TP up towards top. So when these guys hit level 3, I feel like this is kind of unplayable for the Death Prophet. I foresee quite a lot of feeding from Phonic unless Roger's able to save him multiple times.
Yeah, you still have Earthshaker as your buddy in the laning stage. Earthshaker, one of my favorite positions for heroes. Like, we've seen some Earthshakers just being level 1 or 2 almost 7-8 minutes in and still having so much impact. Roger trying to go for courier kill. This is what Saksa does very well. He plants a deep observer ward behind tier 1 tower and then one-shots the courier with Enchant Totem. Once he gets level 2, has boost speed for extra movement speed. Now he's just going to drag the creep wave.
Oracle's putting a lot of damage forward though. Fortune End spam twice out now and a lot of right clicks. Roger with no HP regen to speak of. Might not be able to get too many of these last hits.
Nope.
Yeah. So Happy potentially going to be getting a number of CS and denies himself. Roger with one last hit, very sneakily done. I'm just keeping my eye open on these other lanes. As Pikachu And being focused down by Funnick. That Spirit Siphon doing a lot, but now you've got the Shadow Strike ticking down the DP. As Roger forced under his tier 1. Still taking a pounding from the Oracle. Now he's got some tangos to play with, though.
Well, Roger still got all 4 creeps, which is pretty impressive considering the situation he was in.
Denied.
And they drag that wave back all the way to tier 1. Oracle unable to pull. Might have to go back to his small camp. He wants to stay in lane for now. Roger level 2 and Champ Totem into Happy.
Not for the likes of you.
He's down bottom lane. Looks like a pretty similar occurrence here. Ghost Stick farming under his tower. As Nyx and Miposhka being bullied back a little bit by Big Num. Tag team there securing him a last hit, but no real harass.
Denied.
Ember Spirit. Keeping tabs on the DK farm, but Kasani not going to be bothered at all in this lane, right? It's going to DK favored.
Yeah, you can't really kill Dragonite. You can see in his build, he goes for second point in Breathe Fire. What's the damage? Yeah, there's no way you get rid of the Flame Guard after he puts 2 point in it, so you might get stunned on level 2. But, you know, it's Dragonite, one of the tankiest heroes in the game, the most unfun to watch. So let's just swap to a different kind of lane. I feel like bottom lane is going to be a lot of action happening.
Yeah,
Tusk's,
Big Num holding a point.
Yeah, I was about to say it. Like, if he needs a save with the snowball, it's also a good setup. Or if you can block them off with the ice shards, you don't try to block Ricky. You try to go for on Grimstroke.
And Ricky has Tricks of the Trade as well.
Dire's top tower
Not
is
really the
under
target you
attack.
want to go for. Top lane. Happy closing in on level 3. Still trying to push damage onto the Death Prophet, but Roger's there with a nice little Fisher.
I am ever
Whacking away at the Oracle. Death Prophet just going to fall back and salve. The Purifying Flames heal going to kick in as well. As everyone trading a lot of regen. Burning through a lot of their mana. You look at Roger. He's got 6 stick charges actually. So he can pump out a few more spells.
He's already level 3 because of that creep pull he did. That gets him to level 2. Now he's sticking around. We've seen a lot of Earthshakers. People just prioritize that your offlaner gets more solo experience.
Ainswell bottom, and there's a snowball save. He called for it. Big Num takes snowball level 2 as they do jump forward onto Ghost Stick. Stroke of Fate with the Tricks of the Trade and that second blink. Nyx gets first blood.
They got a bargain
Transferring
when they
onto
hired
Big
me.
Num for a little bit of extra chip damage there. But Nyx, Ricky with his Grimstroke combo, it is so potent.
Now, first time I've seen it in Southeast Asia, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty good.
Funnick dying up top. There is that level 3 Oracle. Bursting through the Death Prophet. Snowball won't land and Big Num doesn't have shards. Still trying to give chase here with Tag Team open. The Oracle catches with a Fortune's End. And Champ Totem's not going to get him out of here. Roger pops his stick, but he's still just being right-clicked down. And Queen of Pain, Pikachu, picking up a couple of kills top thanks to the Oracle and Tusk, the 2 supports, making those moves.
Thank you, my beauties.
On the bottom lane, Enigma has infused Raindrop. There was Snowball save, and they still managed to grab a kill. Those early kills don't matter that much. Enigma's still doing okay-ish. 10 denies, 13 CIS. But Ricky also, you know, up there. HellRaisers. Look at the amount of denies on Ricky and Dragonite. 30 combined. Man, they wish it was last patch.
Yeah,
They
they
get the
absolutely
gold.
do. That's more than Ember has in last hits. And Ember, they're making a move on him. Big Num trying to block out with the shards. Well played. Make sure that Roger, Miposhka, and Kasani don't get the grab onto Palantimos. Still level 5 on the Ember Spirit. He really wants to crack 6 so he can just Remnant, TP home, refill bottle, come back into play. And he will get it off this creep, even with 3 heroes rotating in. Leeching a little bit of his experience there. But they force
7
HellRaisers
heroes
out.
mid. 6 minutes in. It's very important to get this mid tower. If you can early on, opens up the map for you. Entrance to the jungle. You don't need to care about them rotating, TPing to that tier 1 tower. Phonic already with the very defensive item build. Bracer, some tankiness, magic resistance, and this is a cute little play that he's doing right now. Put infused raindrops into your backpack when you have Shadow Strike on yourself. It ticks off multiple times, and you don't want that.
Yeah, don't waste the charges. Ghost Stick, still level 4 on this Enigma. 7 minutes in, not something we very often see. It will stop the push, killing off the catapult. As Big Num chasing Nyx. Tricks of the trade. Pretty much gets rid of the majority of the Malefice duration. As HellRaisers have done a significant amount of damage to this bottom tower. Like, yes, Enigma's dragging the wave back, but they're pressuring him enough that he's not free farming, and they're also doing some pretty good building damage. Palantimos.
No.
Nearly level 7. He's going to have a nice little remnant back into the medium camp, so he clears out that wave mid, goes back to jungle. Very efficient farming there. As Death Prophet TP's out of top lane. Pikachu still holding Sonic Wave. 3-1-1-1 build on the Queen of Pain.
Dragonite, another dragon form used. So that means that he wants to pressure the tower. Rune
Sonic.
Spawning. Oh, that's a
Midnight
lot of
Pulse.
damage actually. Midnight Pulse plus tag team.
A lot of stuns as well, but in comes the Grimstroke with Inkswell the turn, the Snowball. In comes Big Num with Palantimos. Nice Ember Remnant there, and a second one not going to be used. He doesn't have enough mana for it. He has 1 charges, but he won't find the catch on Kasani. Somehow the DK gets away.
What do you mean somehow? It's a Dragonite with 3 points in Dragon Blood, Bracer, Soul Ring, Ice Frog sending his regards.
Couldn't Ember have killed him though?
Wow.
He had remnants, and he didn't pop his wand.
If he connected the Remnant, yes, but it did not.
So he could have, but he didn't.
Correct, Gary. If he clicked his mouse better, it would have been a kill.
So Dragonite going to be thanking his lucky stars he didn't fall there. Now, Bracer Soul Ring treads on his way to Blink Dagger. This guy is going to be very difficult to take down. Roger and Miposhka finding that Observer Ward.
What is that?
Lantimos still going to go into that Urn build after Bottle, but there's the chain stuns coming. Fisher with the Inkswell and the Dragon Tail. Flame Guard still going. Finally brought off. As Happy and Big Num both backing up the Ember Spirit and defending this mid-tier 1, sitting on just over 100 HP. But the full force of HellRaisers is here.
Yeah, let's
tower,
bring
very simply
8
taken.
heroes to the mid lane when tower's already falling.
Like, Enigma was on his way in there as well. He's hit level 6, he wanted a black hole. Not going to find it though, as High Ground Observer Ward spots Happy. Oracle surrounded by 3 of HellRaisers. They've got a lot of disables here. No level 6 on Oracle, but in comes the tag team and Ember Spirit onto Roger. Funnick pops his ulti. Turns with the Spirit Siphons and Cyber Legacy forced to run. HellRaisers getting 2 for the price of nothing there after the tier 1 take.
Bounty Rune's gonna be 2 for 2, but the most important thing is that Ricky is getting the free farm. He gets his Diffusal Blade timing.
That's alright, sorry.
Phoenix fine. Phoenix. And Ricky, yeah. Falling Blade finds Iron Talon so you can farm the jungle and the creep lane at the creep wave at the same time in the lane. Once he gets that Diffusal Blade, like Oracle needs to be careful. Same goes for Queen of Pain, Ember Spirit. They have a lot of very squishy heroes that are gonna struggle once he picks that one up. Also, earlier pickup with Smoke Screen. I really like that. Pop it, dodges it.
Jumps away. Still dusted though. Smokescreen there. As Nyx tag teamed up. Fortune's End will root him as well. He's got a trick to the trade in 7 seconds. Another Blink Strike to maybe get himself a bit of distance, but the additional dust and the Purifying Flames finally gets the kill on Ricky and a bounty claimed by Cyber Legacy.
That's why I always say, Ricky, you hate playing against it. You need to bring either a sentry or a dust or 2 dusts to grab a kill. A lot of time will be wasted. Blink Strike, and I was thinking about black holing straight away.
Yeah, now on cooldown for 160 seconds. Ghost Stick without that big ulti. There's a poor man's shield dropping up top for Pikachu. Looks like he's leaving it to the Ember Spirit. Do they swap then? Faded Brooch on Quap. Yeah, there it is. Drops out the Ocean Heart. Don't want that nonsense. Give me that brooch. Mid lane, Nick's looking for a pick off on Happy. A couple of clicks in there before Oracle can even respond. The smoke screen. And now the tricks of the trade, forcing the false promise. In comes the tag team Snowball though, and Nick surrounded. Ricky far too deep, and the salve from Happy will keep him perfectly topped up. As the stroke of fate from Miposhka slows down the Ember Spirit, still running forward, sprinting towards this Grimstroke, catching with the Remnant Chains. He soul binds, but he dies immediately after.
Ricky just put them in a really tough spot here. Died twice. I mean, you can't blame him really for the death on the bottom lane. Even if you grab a kill on Oracle and die afterwards, it's still not worth it.
That diffusal blade timing, right? You're so reliant on rushing that item. He's got double blades of alacrity. Still pretty distant from the full blade. Funnick down bottom. You mentioned he went Bracer. Phase Boots, then Yules coming for your Death Prophet. Just holding that bottom lane now against the push from Enigma with Necro units out. It is pretty relentless. And they're also shifting both supports with the Ember Spirit down here, smoked up.
When you're playing position 3 Death Prophet, you also want to put earlier point in silence. That AoE silence 3 seconds could surprise you or just save your life.
And they dive Funnick, blow him up. TP's coming in. The Power Rangers from HellRaisers arriving with a 2-man anchor. Roger, Great Fisher catches Enigma in the back as well as they take down Ember and Tusk. Chase forward with Nyx. The Ricky thinking about jumping Happy. Miposhka, no spells remaining. Would love to have had Soulbind there. Maybe find the Queen of Pain, who hasn't used Sonic Wave yet, I feel. 13 minutes in, have we seen an ulti from Quap yet?
Nope, but if you look closely when you click on Queen of Pain, tell me what's wrong, Gary.
Is under attack.
How many things? 4 points in Dagger, 3 points in Blink, and only 1 point in Scream?
Yeah, what is going on with this Queen of Pain build?
I have
Like,
absolutely
you
no
don't
idea.
want to waste another point in Shadow Strike. It's not like you're going to be, you know, for the laning stage, 2 is fine, 3 is like, you want to show the dominance. But then having 3 points in Blink? I don't know, that's... this is your best spell, pretty much. Scream of Pain, low cooldown, you pushed away with it.
Yeah, it's your farming ability. A little bit odd there from Pikachu. Aiming for that Orchid Rush on the Quap. A long line drawn by Kasani. He's got TP ready, as does Miposhka. So if they want to try and make something happen up in that top half of the map, they can react and come in. And it will be Cyber Legacy making that move again. Smoking up, moving towards the Death Prophet, limiting the Exorcism usage. I'm a little bit, honestly, a little bit surprised. Positive surprise that Funnick has only died twice. This will be the third. I felt that more would come, down to half HP and getting blown up, but there's the AoE silence you mentioned. Great 3-man hit on it, so no, Funnick doesn't fall. Turn around with a TPE from Kasani. Miposhka comes in as well, just as I mentioned. They were able to come in and react to save Funnick, find the kill on Happy, and now you're forcing Cyber Legacy into a more defensive position.
That's why I've said silence. This is one of the most underrated spells. Whenever you think about that prophet, you never mention silence. It's all about exorcism, taking objectives, spirit siphon, but silence is never mentioned. Every single time we talk about that prophet, that's the first thing I'm gonna say from now on.
425 radius AoE silence, and a pretty long range as well. Like, especially at early points in the game, pre-BKBs, pre-Yule Scepters or anything. And you're looking at Queen of Pain going Orchid, so no Yules. Enigma is going into that BKB. You said there's nothing here to stop it, so Ghost Stick definitely on the right tracks. But also Ember Spirit, who's so reliant on duking in and out of fights with his skill set. Spirit Vessel now completed. Interesting to see what he goes next.
3 silence from HellRaisers. You have Ricky Cloud, Grimstroke's Phantom, and now that AoE silence from Death Prophet. So, and bunch of stuns. Now it's go time for Cyber Legacy. They have Enigma Black Hole, Sonic Wave still unused,
as a diving dragon.
And you have full Spirit Vessel with 1 charge on Ember.
Sentry Ward there for Cyber Legacy. Would have scouted next if he went hunting. And Dire Observer Ward going to get removed by Roger. ready with that Blink Echo Slam. There's another smoke from Cyber Legacy. They're feeling a little bit stuck in a rut here. Enigma TPing middle. Ricky in the back lines. The Blink Echo from Roger, catching both in the mid lane. Cyber Legacy can't even react. They do get the false promise onto the Queen of Pain, but she's being blown up so quickly. Miposhka does fall, but he's already busted out all of his spells as Funnick sprints to the high ground. Sonic Wave and shards, but Funnick's still up and running. Finally, the Sleight of Fist will finish her off as Plantimos remnanting, but blinking forward. Roger, Xani, and the Nyx Ricky. 4 heroes annihilated. As HellRaisers only lose 2, and they can push into this tier 2.
A lot of weird decisions this game. Enigma decides to TP in when he sees Dragonite, so Roger's like, what up, man? I'm just gonna blink up on you and Echo. We delete you. There's no threat of a black hole. So that means Cyber Legacy needs to take another fight. There's still every single tier 1 tower that's alive. Usually we don't see that when there's Enigma offlane with that Necrobook build.
Dire's
You look at the
middle
net
tower
worth
is
here of
under
these
attack.
core heroes as well. Funnick doing a great job. Closing in on that level 2 Exorcism, should have it by the time the cooldown
Radiant's courier has been
resets.
killed.
Halfway through that level 11. As Ricky and Dragon Knight up at the top. You know, a solid, what, 1800 ahead of any nearest opponent. 5.9k on Enigma and Queen of Pain. And it's all these initial items. Ricky Diffusal Blade moving into that Manta style now. That hood from Funnick, keeping him alive just that little bit longer in fights. Going back into the Yule Scepter now.
You want to
Reveal
have
of the Blink.
a way of dispelling things.
Radiant's bottom
So
tower
either Yule
is under
Scepter,
attack.
like that's your mana sustains against
Radiant's
Spirit
bottom
Vessel.
tower has fallen.
Keep yourself alive if you use Spirit Siphons before. And next is the most farmed hero on the map. Even though he had 2 very weird
Dire's
deaths,
top tower is under attack.
Iron Tal and Quelling Blade kept him in the game. They also took 3 tier 1 towers so far and get like the perfect tier 2 item. Either Vambrace or Ring of Aquila, when you
Radiant's
have
bottom
Ricky in the
tower
team,
is
is
under
always gonna
attack.
feel great.
Ember
Dire's
Spirit.
top tower is
Brown
under attack.
Boot, Spirit Vessel. Queuing up BKB, but this game feels like it is slipping out at their hands very quickly. Top tier 2, slaughtered by HellRaisers. A line
One
Dire's
sneak
drawn.
peek.
top tower has fallen.
Gets level 12. Ghosts go from 8 to 16, so they're double, which is
Radiant's
pretty big
middle
deal.
tower is under attack.
She's got it. Straight into Roshan. Roger has Blink Echo ready again. Nyx backstabbing the big boy. And Dragon Knight is tanking it all up. He's a recipe away from BKB on the Dragon Knight, as Cyber Legacy know any BKB on the Enigma, and they are still waiting to the right-hand side of this
Radiant's
mid-tier
middle
1,
tower is
just
under
slowly
attack.
pushing it. So a free Roshan there for HellRaisers.
Roshan has
No
fallen into
contest.
the Radiant.
And this
You-
mid-tier 1 is going to get denied, isn't
Radiant
it?
structures are fortified.
Yes, it will. They just popped the glyph. Tusk is holding Clumsy Net for now. That item is extremely effective against Ricky, but then again, you don't want to have it on Tusk. You can't use Snowball when you're
Radiant's
rooted,
middle
so you
tower
might
is
put
under
yourself
attack.
in a bad spot. Not just
Radiant's
yourself,
middle
it's a
tower
saving
has
ability for your
fallen.
teammates.
Is unseen.
Do you have time to Clumsy Net then Snowball before you get
Radiant's
netted
bottom
yourself?
tower is under attack.
You can, but I don't think that's what you want to do. It's a wasted Snowball.
Well, here comes the smoke from HellRaisers. Cyber Legacy, they're on the high ground, but the Blink stun from the Dragon Knight, catching the Oracle. The Soulbind's out on the Queen of Pain and the Tusk, but Roger blown up with no Blink and no Echo. A Black Hole from Ghost League also catching a bunch here. Xani stuck inside the Dragon Knight, bursted down by the Purifying Flames. Still surviving though as the heal from the Flames kicking in, but it's that Sleight of Fist. As 2-3 heroes down now, Cyber Legacy set themselves up for a sick team fight and snowballing forward for a little bit more. They want Funnick. 4 in a row, don't mind if I do. Death Prophet about to fall, and some way. The Cyber Legacy side find themselves on the high ground as the Radiant smoke and blink into them.
Queen of Pain didn't even use ulti in that fight. That was the reveal of Orchid. Very easy to play. They don't have a single way of dispelling things. So Spirit Vessel is going to be extremely effective. You have Orchid. There's no save. No one can purge it off. So if they decide to go on the target, same goes for Searing Chains. Ricky focused Ember Spirit, but there was no follow-up. Ember Spirit is very tanky with this kind of a build. Magic Wand, Spirit Vessel, sitting at 1600 HP. You can't just solo kill him in the cloud. You need some backup.
And Ghostic now has that BKB, so next black hole going to be unstoppable. And it's Happy next to Pikachu, getting a D-ward here with Courier up on high ground. Roger, 60 seconds for the Echo Slam to come up again. As Miponchka has 7 sentries and 2 observer wards on this Grimstroke. He is ready to D-ward.
That's not a good sign. If you see someone having that, it means frustration. Like, they have better vision right now. I want to do something, but I have not been doing a good job so far.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, we will get onto this tier 2. DP
Radiant
holding ulti.
structures are fortified.
Sani 300 odd gold away from Black King Bar. And Nyx with a double damage rune. And Aegis still for 2 minutes as HellRaisers smoking behind the 2 showing cores.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
It looks like they're aiming to go down bottom. But I think they've got this indecisive maneuver here as a couple of heroes want to go top to push out that wave. While Ricky Earthshaker hunting. 2 heroes can most certainly find kills. Blink Smokescreen with the Fisher. The damage in from that Ricky. Annihilating Palantimos. And the snowball save not good enough from Big Num. Punch and shards. He's going to be found by Funnick here. There's no escaping. Big Num Tusk is just being slain by Nyx. Funnick getting the final hit with that Crypt Swarm.
It will be much easier to take a fight for Cyber Legacy once they get their next set of items. BKB and Enigma right now, so there's nothing that can stop the black hole. Ember Spirit going for his BKB, just the Ogre Axe off, and Queen of Pain, she needs more time.
And she certainly does.
But it's a good itemization. They understand that they have no abilities that go through magic immunity. You need to care about ghost, right clicks from Ricky. Other than that, you should be fine.
Oh, Happy going for that D-ward again. Baited into this. He's going to miss up on that ward. How did he miss?
I did not see a miss. You can't miss on the wards.
Oh, he just hit he hit the observer ward once and sentry once.
Yeah.
He must have just misclicked. That's why I was wondering. How do you miss on an observer ward? But he did. He just clicked.
I know what he's doing. Didn't want to kill it straight away. You know, as
Save it
time
till later.
progresses, they're gonna be getting more gold by killing it.
Yeah, it's like when you're, eating your dinner, you've got, veggies, potatoes, gravy, and a nice steak. You eat all the vegetables first, you eat all the potatoes, you leave the steak till last. Keep the most tasty bit of meat.
I'm
end
not
of your
that kind of a guy. You know, everything
No?
has to be perfectly synced. Like, you need to have good calculations in the end, so you don't end up with like 6 pieces of broccoli left on your plate, because
what I'm
broccoli is
saying.
disgusting.
No, I mean, broccoli's great, but you definitely don't leave your broccoli till last.
I believe that's a first sign of something not being great, you know, if you just want to eat it first.
You get rid of it. Get rid of the broccoli first. Blink stun from Kasani, catching the Queen of Pain. Funnick is here. Stun and silence as the black hole does take Nyx and DK out of the fight. Ricky turns and focuses Oracle. Down he goes. Got the false promise onto the Queen of Pain. At long last, they will stun her up. Sonic Wave not going to kill anyone here as Funnick focuses down the Quap. Palantimos, Pikachu, and Happy all falling, and that black hole from Enigma, it looked decent, but the follow-through just wasn't available. And Ghostic still being chased. Blink Echo. Ready on Earthshaker, and they're going to go high ground here with a ghost still flowing. Arcane Rune with Exorcism means it's back up in 70 seconds for Funnick.
Yeah, Funnick with the ghost. He is the real Ghostic in this game. Tier 3 tower, they're dealing some chip damage. In that fight, Echo Slam was not even needed. Try to force out something from Oracle or just to get a good jump with Ricky. That's the plan. I talked about BKBs, but the Dead Prophet, if she's unfocused, like, she's just gonna shred you. And also they pulled off a very nice combo. Double Dragon Tail stun with the Grimstroke ulti.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Funnick right now is extremely tanky. Hood, Yule Scepter, Abracer. It has that Essence Ring. You get so much
Radiant's
value out of
bottom
it.
tower
The
is
burst
under attack.
damage on Cyber Legacy is okay, but I don't think you can just go on a Queen of Pain, oh no, sorry, Death Prophet, and instantly blow her up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Kasani was hunting the Queen of Pain. Pikachu back into the trees. Oh, Ghost Stick Enigma scouted by the Radiant Observer Wards up on that high ground. And HellRaisers splitting this map. Playing the buddy system. 2 heroes top. 3 heroes down bottom. So nobody from Cyber Legacy can actually show out on waves apart from Ember Spirit. Trying to bait them a little bit in the mid lane. This means creep waves converging on multiple sides of the Dire base. You do finish off the BKB now on Ember, and Pikachu pretty close to his. But you need it now. The fight is coming. Roshan fast spawn in about 15
Look
seconds.
at the escort.
They see
wanna.
them top.
Yep.
The blink stun, Inkswell there. Trying to dispel it off, and the false promise onto the quad. Punching Xani, the Dragon Knight, with his big shiny golden BKB. Doesn't give a damn about Cyber Legacy, who have bust out a number of their spells already. Big Num TPing home.
3 heroes were protecting Queen of Pain just so that she can finish off her BKB. I mean, there's a one way to itemize against Enigma BKB Black Hole to stop it. Ricky, if he gets a full Abyssal Blade, if you're in range to get the jump, even if you still get the stun first, even if you're caught inside of that black hole.
Maybe even just a lucky basher hit out of Tricks of the Trade.
Yeah, that could work.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Phonic
attack.
still holding ulti. And again, Cyber Legacy hemmed into their base.
Dire's bottom tower
They need to
has
give that
fallen.
top lane farm to Queen of Pain, finish off that BKB. Enigma can shove it out with Eidolons.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Blink
attack.
Dagger 400 gold away from Ghost Stick. As Roger smoked up. Looking for that sick counter initiation. All he needs is that Blink Echo. I'll probably be focusing the Oracle with the Ricky.
Next Roche will respawn in 20 seconds. There's still Death Prophet ulti available, and this is where you can just go in, try to force a fight. I mean, you know there's Black Hole, but if you have superior vision, lanes in a good position, you can still fight around the Roche pit.
And that's why HellRaisers getting up into this Dire triangle right now. They know that top lane is really difficult here for the Dire to push out. That constant threat and the outpost there of the Radiant allows them to TP up there. So they just want to play from mid down to bottom. They're waiting for someone to come and show on the lanes. As Enigma is ready. Blink BKB level 2 Black Hole. And this allows Cyber Legacy to come out of their base a little bit. Smoke's going to pop. As Roger going to spot out Big Num. They jump happy. The Oracle, the immediate target, and the Blink Echo's there with the Black Hole from Ghost Stick. He did pop his BKB. He's going to catch out 3. That's a great team fight as the Sonic Wave nearly clears through Xani. Dragon Knight sharded and trapped inside now as Pikachu blinks forward, focusing Phonic down. Bring him out of the Yule Scepter, the Ghost, the Spirit, Siphon, Phonic, turning and fighting, Essence Ring up, and Phonic is 1v4ing. Now turning back onto the Oracle, who bought back, happy, not going to get chased though. They know that they're without their Ricky and Dragon Knight.
Phonic got so much out of that fight. I've said it, they can't just burst down Death Prophet if she's not caught inside the Black Hole with the follow-up from Queen of Pain. I don't think she even dies inside the Black Hole. They need to heavily focus her down. But it was a sick Black Hole coming out from an Enigma. Blink, BKB ready, cooldown reduction.
Radiant's bottom tower
I'll have it
is
back up
under
in 100
attack.
seconds though. And that is a worry. Yes, Cyber Legacy come out with a team fight win. They slow down this push from HellRaisers. But they don't have a round 2. Saving graces, of course. Ghosts, not available for Phonic. Exorcism down for over a minute. There's still a little bit of a window there.
Radiant are scanning.
No attempt on the Roshan. HellRaisers maintaining their lanes, pushing out with Ricky Illusion's bottom. Mid lane being dealt with by Palantimos. And they will scout out. Roshan is alive. Roger. 30 seconds off of that Echo Slam. Are we going to see a smoke from Cyber Legacy? It feels like they need to contest this. It can't be a freebie Roshan for the Radiant again. They're just going to let them have it, Lacoste.
No black hole means no fight for Cyber Legacy.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Snipe the courier there with the Ricky as well.
And Ricky is going for that
Radiant's
Abyssal
top tower
Blade
shone
build
has
straight away.
fallen to the Radiant.
I think his job is try to jump on Oracle, grab a kill if you can now that you have Aegis with that Abyssal Blade, but you also can try to save it up and use it on Enigma once he goes in with the BKB Black Hole.
That is their grand battle plan. Paladin Sword for DK, Spider Legs, Queen of Pain.
Oh, Paladin Sword DK, nothing wrong there. You know, just some extra damage, lifesteal, and amplification of your healing and lifesteal. So he's regenerating with that Royal Jelly, Dragon Blood, 37 per second.
That's pretty good. Earthshaker with 25. Double Mango's Tranquil Boots. That's some pretty nice regen on your Earthshaker.
And that's just Tranquil Boots. Once that is gone, it's kind of meh.
Yeah, true. 14 HP regen. Real nice. Octarine Core queued up for Ghost Stick. And Big Num. We've got that Blink Snowball save as well if they do try and catch that Oracle. So multiple layers of save from the two supports, able to back each other up. Queen of Pain going for Assault Cuirass here to try and match the Dragon Knights, who already has his. Is she going to start shifting into the full right-click build then, I guess? We used to see a lot of Mjolnir Queen of Pain with Assault Cuirass Orchid.
If you check the talents, it says no. It's more of a, I'm going to go for Aghanim Scepter Octarine type of a build. 8 strength is a lot, but so is 20 damage. Like, I see different builds on Queen of Pains. It's the most popular hero in this patch, I would say. So, I see a bigger pattern. If you want to go for Ags or any kind of cooldown...
They got the jump
Okay,
on
I
it.
put...
Essence Ring there. Being healed up by the Purifying Flames and the Spirit Siphon, but burst down by Happy.
Hype
Down
gone.
for 70. In comes the Ember Spirit. Jump away. Earthshaker's out with the Roche Pit. The dust comes through. But no additional targets here. Cyber Legacy get one, and then they're kind of done.
And that is a full Abyssal Blade on Ricky with level 20. Don't fall into this trap. Other talent on level 20 might seem very tempting, but Blink cast range for getting out of trouble or just getting a better initiation is always much, much better.
Yeah, getting into trouble is always fun as Ricky. Pikachu, Pikachu, Pikachu. They spot the Oracle, blow up Happy so quickly, dispatching with the Oracle. Now the Chainstone's under the Queen of Pain. There's no save, no BKB. Dead with buyback on Queen of Pain, but without it on Oracle. 2.5 minute cooldown. And a great opportunity now for HellRaisers, with Aegis still on the Ricky for just under 2 minutes.
Earth's bounty.
35-minute mark. You want to outpush your lanes.
Radiant are scanning.
Maybe try to siege 2 sides at once. Kill those catapults so they're not causing the issue for you. Or Ricky's not just going ham.
What you see.
Full Abyssal Blade, Orb of Destruction. Whenever I see Ricky in the game, he always gets that item. And for tier 2 items, it's either Ring of Aquila or Vambrace.
Always gets that RNG. I think Cyber Legacy probably a little bit happier that Big Num died there, as Ember Spirit and Enigma were both, between this collapsing HellRaisers side as they came into that top lane area. Fortunate that Tusk is the one to give his life. 4,000 gold saved up on Enigma. And he could also be thinking about Refresher Orb, right? Probably why he's holding on to his money. Do I go, like, if I win a fight here, I can go Octarine Core. If I lose a fight, maybe I go Refresher Orb.
You have enough mana to cast 2 Black Holes with Midnight Pulse and Refresher with Mana Boots. Maybe swap in 1 Mango. Would have to do a math, but seems like it's doable. And Refresher seems much better than Octarine Core at this point. Like, Refresher Orb is gonna win you a team fight. Octarine Core is, you know, just I want to lower the cooldown. Now he's going for Lincoln's. That's actually correct choice. He saw that Abyssal Blade on Ricky, and that's one way to protect yourself with it.
Very
Pretty clever.
Smart stuff from Ghostek. Also pushing out that top wave with Eidolons. There's the micro. Send them forward. A move down lane with your Necro units.
Oh yeah, Dragonite, Aghanim Scepter. So Big Daddy Dragon coming up.
It gives you so much. Free pathing, magic resistance, splash damage increase, everything is buffed up.
Surprised that it's not given status resistance
My tremor
on top of that. I mean, it already feels
Or True
that
Strike.
great. Yeah.
You know, just give him a bash, a true strike, status resistance. Give him everything. And all that hard work that Sub Legacy have put into defending their base and losing their Tusk. And HellRaisers ready to crash up this high ground again.
HellRaisers got some really nice neutral items. Illusion Escape on Ricky now.
Oh, that's really good.
Dire's
And he's going to
structures
send
are
it forward,
fortified.
baiting with the illusion. Anyone going
Radiant's
to
top
come?
tower
Anyone going
is
to come
under
poke the
attack.
Ricky illusion?
You need to move it. Yeah, keep moving it.
You
And
can
it's hard
see
to detect whether it's real one or not. You see it's being pinged out by Tusk.
Dire's
Maybe he
middle
knows.
tower has
Maybe he's
fallen.
pinging it out. That's his fake one.
They've got to know by now. Surely. As the dragon rips through your buildings, full lane of barracks. Here for
Dire's
HellRaisers.
middle barracks has fallen.
They can shift into another lane if they want to, but creep waves have been very deftly pushed out by CL. Bottom and top lane, thanks to Quap and Enigma, respectively.
I'm not a big fan of Magic Lamp as a tier 4 item, but in this kind of scenario, it always feels good. You give it to your Death Prophet, you have this spell, some extra HP,
Dire are
and a
scanning.
little bit of heal, so
They've caught the Queen of
Dragon's
Pain.
Den.
There's the Blink Stun. BKB and False Promise onto Pikachu as the Soulbind catches the two cores. Where's the Black Hole? The Enigma has been found by the Ricky. He's blowing them up. Enigma Oracle down, buyback, but the Blink Echo. Roger finds the perfect initiation. They snowball to try and save, but the Black Hole cancelled. Ghostek doesn't get the job done, and this has got to be game now. A rampage for Nyx, clearing through Cyber Legacy as HellRaisers close out game 1.
Yeah, Ricky, I
Dire's
mean,
middle tower
they
is under
found a
attack.
very nice initiation. They found some really nice neutral items, and they choked them. Cyber Legacy couldn't really get out of the base.